welcome everyone. Welcome to the second Factorio stream. I wanted to play it so bad, I felt like streaming it again. Hopefully this will be as good as the last time, but I'm a little more tired and cranky this time than I was last time, so we'll see. But I really like the way I did things last game. Yeah, so anyway, so here we are. Not really much preliminary here. I mean, you know, like I said, we had a good turnout yesterday. It is at a different time now, so I don't know if you guys are up yet or not. You guys that watch my channel, we'll see. I'm not gonna let that stop me. I feel like playing right now, so I'm gonna do it. I actually decided I am gonna play this off camera sometimes. Just if I don't feel like streaming, I think I'm gonna go for the long haul with this game. If I do, I think what I'll do is if I do play the game and progress while not on camera, I will just you know, I will just share with you guys what I did and showcase it to you guys before I start, you know, during my next stream that I play it. So, you know, it's all up in the air. Just an idea I have. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the stream. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. Go ahead and switch the camera here. Actually, I'd like to get some water first, real quick, before I do that. Hope you guys are having a good day. For those of you watching, thanks for the view, and if nothing else, your watch time. Appreciate it. And I hope you come back. Pardon me for bumping the mic. All right. Yeah, let's get this party started. Switch the picture here. Oops. Sorry about that. I might be getting tired. We'll see. Maybe we'll at least stream for a couple hours, I think. And then we'll either take a break, or I'll just decide then. We'll either take a break if I decide I can go longer, or if I, you know, pooped or whatever. But anyway, we did start expanding our stone operation a little bit here. I mean, we're going to have to do it anyway, so we might as well. Oh, let's turn on some music. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I think I just want to do 6 furnaces for now. And then we'll expand later. This is going to be straight stone bricks. Is this game music or third party? Okay, so this is YouTube sanctioned music. This is from the creator studio. I handpicked these from the YouTube creator library. So yeah, what you're hearing, this should be copyright free. This should be royalty free. and should be YouTube safe. Should be. Yeah, because it comes directly from YouTube, basically. And I've vetted all these songs and made sure that, like, you know, and this is basically my playlist that I play during my streams. And that's why you see in my description it's full of attributions, because I always play this in the background, usually. So that's our stone line. So I hope that answers your question. And if you do have the question of why don't I play the in-game music, the reason is because there is a lot of... Now it may not be the case with this, but you're... Basically, I don't want to take the risk of getting a strike, and there are a lot of games out there where they are not YouTube safe. Their music is not YouTube safe. Doom's one of those games, for example. Brotato. I tried to stream Brotato, and I got a copyright notice, and I took down the stream. I didn't want to mess with it. Thankfully, I didn't get a strike, but like after that, I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm never playing. See, this is why we can't. You know, thanks to the DMCA, we can't have nice things. You know, thanks to the DMCA. But hey, those are the rules, man. I don't make the rules. So until the rules change, I will not play video game music in my streams. Yeah, it is bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. It pisses me off too. I will openly admit it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, I can't. I think honestly, I think the DMCA is like one of the worst institutions ever invented. That's just me. You know, I think it's done a lot more harm than good to the entertainment industry as a whole. The thing of it is, you know, okay, I get it. You want to make money. You want to be paid for your work. Okay, I get it. But they're promoting, like, all I see the DMCA doing is hurting the little guy. That's all I see it doing. That's all it seems to do is hurt the little guys. You know, I mean, yeah, it takes care of the big distributors too, but like, you could easily take care of the distributors without hurting the little guy, but they don't. They end up, they just, I don't know. I don't understand it, so I never have. I don't think I ever will. Yeah, it hasn't helped either. I mean, you still see tons of music videos on YouTube, and you know, it's questionable because some people, they just don't care, right? They're just bad actors. They don't care. They don't care about breaking the rules. So, you know, that's son of a bitch. Why can't I get this right? Okay, hold on. Give me a second to focus, guys. Okay. There. And we could just do that. Okay. There. That works. So but yeah, I mean, that's why we can't have nice things. I think that ruling that was made back when I was a kid was just one of the dumbest decisions that our government ever made. Gotta be honest. It just, yeah. But yeah, all it really does, yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, that they really did that, huh? So the anti-piracy group pirated music to use it. I mean, it's so corrupt, man. The system is that system is so corrupt. You know, I mean, yeah, from the get-go, all I've seen it do is hurt the little people. Is hurt guys like me. It's why guys like me can't have great music on my channel. I don't want to distribute their music. I don't want to, you know, steal their money. But like, okay, for example, dude, hell, I would even pay them a modest fee to use their music if it was legit and they didn't. But see, even worse, some of them do that, right? But they scam you with it, or they still strike you even when you bought it. So you can't even trust that. But I would totally, like, there's some songs from Two Steps of Hell. Two Steps of Hell is a perfect example, and I am going to call them out there. Fuck them. I love their music, but fuck them, because I can't even give them my money, man. They won't even let, like, their music is basically closed to the public. The only way you can listen to it, or you can't have it on your videos. I think that's a crying shame, man. I think that's despicable. Like, why? I'm promoting your music. I mean, I could leave an attribution and everything, fine. But let me play your music. I love your music. I want people to hear your music. And, I mean, it'd be one thing if I was selling it and distributing it and trying to make a business out of it. Yeah, that's wrong. Obviously, we should have laws for that. But just for that. Exactly. See, so, and this is the other thing I see happening. It's not doing the people that whine, bitch, and moan and think that the DMCA is a good thing. Those people, I don't think they realize that they're just shooting themselves in the foot. They would get so much more exposure if they just let their music be free. Not necessarily free, but at least opened it to the public. Made it accessible, allowed creators to use it reasonably, right? Reasonably. You know? But they don't do that. So what ends up happening is, you know what artists, and I see this starting to happen, and I'm surprised it's not happening sooner, and I hope it happens. I'm all for it. But it's sad. The lesser known, otherwise lesser known, or B-rated musicians are getting all the press now because they do let people use their music. Like Kevin MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod would never, ever in a million years have gotten as successful as he has if he had not shared, let us use his music in our videos. Any of you that's watched enough YouTube videos knows who Kevin MacLeod is. Okay? He's one of the most heavily used sources of music in the creator space. And you know what? He is getting all that exposure that all of these other greedy musicians could be getting if they had just swallowed their fucking pride and sacrificed a few bucks. You gotta have money to make money. I mean, it's that principle, but they don't, but they don't want to do that. So, they let their ego and pride get in the way, I guess. I don't know. I'll leave the judgments at the window, but man, dude, like I said, the DMCA it is more harmful than it is helpful to the music industry, to my industry. It really just does hold things back. It really does. I could make some truly beautiful videos if I had some of the music that I listen to that you guys don't ever get to hear. I have some absolute beautiful music on my playlist, but I will never put them on my videos because of the DMCA, because of that bullshit. So yeah, I got some resentment there, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely resent it. I have no shame in admitting it. So yeah, I hate the DMCA. I always have. I mean, like I said, I get it. If you're distributing, if you're stealing a musician's work and you know it, then yeah, you deserve the full extent of the law. But the little guy like me, I'm just trying to make a goddamn video. Why the hell should I face legal repercussions or any repercussions for promoting your music? I mean, dude, Especially if I'm telling them that you're the one that made it, not me. And I'm not trying to mass distribute it or make a business out of it. Why should I suffer? Because of those people. You know? Because I don't think people should suffer. I don't think the majority of people should suffer because of one or two bad actors. I have never been a fan of that way of thinking, ever. And I never will. I think it's stupid thinking. That's what I think. I think it's low IQ thinking. You know, in a gross overreaction to punish everyone because of the actions of one individual. You know, you can see how well I fit into the army, right? Well, the army is a little different. Okay, so in the army, the reason they punish everyone, they want everyone to hate you. Okay, because they know that you may not listen to them, but your buddies are going to whoop your ass if you don't do what they tell you to, because they're going to pay for it too. But that's not how it is in the civilian world, man. That's not how it should be. That does not apply here. You know? I think, like I said, I think the DMCA has hurt so many innocent people far more than it's punished bad actors, I think. And we do need to get some more coal going here. So we'll add those. Yeah, that's good enough. So, but yeah, I didn't mean to launch into a full-blown rant about it, but yeah, you say that music, it always sets me off when somebody asks me about the music. It's like, yeah, and I'll fully admit, this music is not my first choice. I'll be upfront with you guys. This is the best music I could find. That's it. Because I tell you right now, if I had it my way, I'd be having Two Steps from Hell up there. I'd be having Mick Gordon. You know who Mick Gordon is. Everybody does. I'd be having him on there. I'd be having all kinds of shit on there. But I can't do it. Because if I do, I know the day will come, even if it doesn't happen immediately, which it probably will, I will get that notice from YouTube saying, hey, this is copyrighted music. We've either muted it or taken it down, or worse, given you a strike. And I can't do that. I can't afford to have that happen. So, yeah, it's real sad. I'm really surprised that nothing's been done about it so far. Yeah, I'm just wondering how much longer it's going to be allowed to go on before somebody does something about it. Somebody steps up and does something about it. I mean, you know, I want to say that there's a possibility that I'm wrong, but really, if you just look at the history, the results speak for itself. What has the DMCA really accomplished? All it's done is made the people that were pushing it irrelevant. You know, so like, you know, you claim, especially if you're copyright claiming gamers and people that play your music because they're playing the damn video game that your music's on, that's pretty stupid, man. That's a pretty dick move, I think. You know. So yeah, I don't agree with it at all. Actually, you know, I will never. In fact, I actually, if I know a game will copyright me, like if I know a game will copyright me if I play their music, I simply will not. I simply will refuse to stream them. Like I will never stream Potato again because they did that. Because they do that. Because I don't believe in it. I'm 100% against any game developer or game musician. You know, developers should not be putting copyrighted music in their games, and they should not be copyrighting it. If they do, they're wrong. That's my opinion on there. That's how I feel about it. You know, you're making enough money on the game. You know, shouldn't be doing that. That's pretty stupid. Well, yeah, like I said, don't pick on the little guy, right? That's kind of the thing here. Don't pick on the little guy. Don't pick on the guy that's, you know, just trying to have fun. Stop wrecking people's fun. let people have some joy in their lives, you know. And that's why I hate the DMCA. So, anyway, I mean, I'll abide by it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about by terms of service. I've got to do that to stay partnered, but I don't have to agree with it, and I don't agree. I don't agree with the DMCA 100%. Never have. I think that you know, I don't think that, I think musicians should get paid for their work, but I think they should get paid modestly, and I don't think that they should get paid too much. You know, I'm done. I'm done. Sorry, guys. This conversation's, my rant's getting too opinionated here. I'm gonna have to back off. But yeah, so let's get back to Factorio, guys. Sorry about that. I've been trying to turn over a new leaf on that every area of my life. But yeah, yeah, and I'd be happy to just maybe discuss that more on YouTube or I'm sorry, on Discord or whatever if you guys want to ask me about that. Yeah, it's okay, man. It's not your fault. This is my issue. You know, I get too worked up. I just need to dial it back. So we just got done adding. We're just expanding each thing here. We could probably add a few more copper, but we need to pay attention to our steam. Okay, that's going good. I haven't seen any bug attack notices, so we did recently whoop the bug's ass. So we whooped their ass and cleaned some of the bug bases out. So we need to get working on steel and start green packs. I am actually kind of confident. I think I might need some more. I need to find a way to make more gears, but I could easily just do that on the line itself and add more along the line, and maybe pinch more iron into the main factory if I need to. But I don't think I do, because I think that line of furnaces can support that factory, and I think it even can support green packs. But every line of furnaces I make from here on out is going to be towards the main factory that I'm going to make off to the east, and I'm going to start clearing that out. So just go like this. There's a bend right there, so that's 6. Yeah. So that'd be 12, and then this would be 24. Okay. So we're gonna finish this line of furnaces. Okay. What's cool is we're really snowballing now with the crafting, with the automation. We've got basically all the tools we need to actually play the game and actually, oops, I used the wrong inserters, and to actually make the machines and the setups that we want. So, you know, we've got inserters, we've got steady supply, we're good on supplies. We basically dominate supplies. I did set up underground belts and splitters just in case you guys wanted to know. So there's that. So we got a solid double belt here. That's good. I have a. Let's see, I heard something. Okay, that's fine. So I was gonna stream Greg Tech yesterday, but I ran into some problems with the official server. I think it's a little too laggy, and I am running into an issue with being close to too many people. I don't mind being next to people, but I need to find a spot where I am farther away, and I'm having a really hard time doing it. So I think I'm going to work on that until I find a place where I can actually start building, and then I might showcase it and put that on the stream. So we got All right, so we're doing on coal. We're doing okay on coal. So now we're at iron. So we have a lot of drills. Let's see. We have a lot of furnaces, or we have enough furnaces, and we do need to connect that coal line there, actually. So I think we will connect the line over there. Okay, so this is coming from this direction. So there needs to be a dip here. Okay. Like that. And then alright, so that's going to come in. They're going to start making stone bricks. That's going to be good. It also occurs to me that we are also going to need coal here as well to feed to the military packs. And since we did that, well, I already did expand this, so... But I think I'm going to expand this even further because... I know it's going to need it later, and I'm just going to rotate to the factory and do that. So yeah, having the underground belts is nice. We can make a lot more mines now. Alright, that there should be good. Let's see, I have a... Alright, so someone liked... And my response, yeah. Oh, you know what else I've noticed? Since I've gotten more subscribers, bigger YouTubers heart me more. Surprise, surprise, right? That's something I'm not used to. I've kind of been leaving more and more comments, like, I don't know, there was this, I was looking at, you know what? No, I'm not gonna talk about that. Got to keep it focused on Factorio here. Okay, so we touched on the coal. We're gonna move on to iron. I do want to get some furnaces started. So we're gonna go ahead and make another line of iron. So and I think, yeah, we're gonna have to go like this. And most likely now this seems to be enough for this line here. So let me see. I gotta make a decision. You know what? I will actually finish this line here. I think this is the wrong way. Yeah, it is. Okay. That needs to be the right way. Okay, good to go. Yeah, we're going to finish this line here, but then after that, the next one is going to be for... is going to be for the next line and steel. So, and we have a, where's our iron? Okay, so we're going to have to tap this iron here, kill these bases, and most likely belt the iron over to our iron processing area here. Actually, I think I am going to do something that... So I had a game where I built the plates on site, and then the game after that, I had a game where I had a centralized plate making location. And I found that while there is pros and cons to both, I think overall I got better results in the end building the plates on site. Though there were definite disadvantages to it, I couldn't deny how much faster I was getting the resources building the plates on site than by centralizing it. I don't know 100% why that is, but I believe the reason is that when you know the trains, you for one, you're using less trains doing that. You're not training around the ore at all, so you're training around the plates, and the plates are already made, ready to go, and so that's actually, you know, that's actually more time that you're saving. Even though you are using more real estate and you are having a lot more spaghetti, I could always work on that and improve that anyway. But when I was centralizing, I noticed that, one, I had to have more trains. Oh, there's a base that's a little too close there. I might have to go take that out. Actually, let's go take that out. Not on my watch. Yeah, let's get some more. I do need to get grenades, though. Let's go ahead and get this base. But yeah, so I think this game I am going to make plates on site. But I think I am going to be a little bit more meticulous at how I make the plates on site. I think that's going to be a little different. Hello? Whoa. What the? Whoa, what the? Dude, seriously? Okay. Alright. Bro. Okay, game. Alright. I know. Dude, I know. Wow. Wow. Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, now, you're telling me that you undid all the settings that I set up yesterday? Pick up on it. No, I did not fucking set it to that. I fucking set it to next weapon. Oh, I set it to E. Enter, leave vehicle. Pick up items on the ground. Okay. Alright, fair enough. So, what am I going to do for items on the ground? You know what? Clear cursor? I don't need clear cursor. What the fuck is even that? Oh, I could just select. I do something different than that anyway. Yeah, I'll just pick up items on the ground and make that Q. All right. So it's E. Oops. Okay, confirm. Back. E. And shoot these motherfuckers. There we go. Now. All right. Back to normal. Love it when I set something up and it doesn't work. You know, it's like, dude, that pistol, they need to take that pistol out, man. They should just make you naked. Until you get the submachine gun, you're defenseless. That's really what it should be, because that's pretty much what you are with that pistol anyway. So that pistol's not going to do shit, man. It never does. I don't even think it can take down... I think it can take down 1 or 2 bugs. Maybe? Not really, though. Alright, so what I like to do... Something else I'm doing different. Okay, so I haven't made a radar factory yet. I do need to make those. I need to make a gun factory or a gun turret factory and a radar factory. So go ahead and slap this down. Put a radar here. Power pole. And we'll fill that bitch up. Okay. You know, I'm kind of near there anyway. Honestly, I think I might just, I'm debating in my head whether to tap this now or later. I think I'm just going to tap it now. Nah. I'm going to work on the iron as it is. I believe this is going to be enough ore. And there's enough, I think for steel I am going to tap that, but for our second, at least for our second line of furnaces, I'm not going to use that other patch. I'm going to use this one, the rest of this one, I think. So I think I'm here. I think I am going to set up radar and... Well, no. I need to set up chests. Not having chests is annoying. Oh. What's going on here? Looks like I probably need to pinch it again. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Where is it getting thin? It's getting thin right here. So we'll go like this. I have to move this turret. And that should keep the spice flowing. And I think I will have another pinch here. Oh, you know what? There's actually a better way. I can have it here. There we go. Now that's evenly distributed. Got plenty of chest. That's great. So now, we do need pipes. We're gonna need pipes for sure. So we'll start with pipe to ground. We're gonna need to make actual pipes. Pipe them in. Oh, oops, I goofed up. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Alright, so that should be our pipes. Evenly distributed. So why do I use so many splitters? Let me tell you why. And why do I do all this pinching stuff? So that no matter what plates are going through, every single assembler is getting some iron. The only thing that changes is the rate of flow, but it never stops completely. The production never stops completely. It might slow to the point to where it's virtually stopped. It's such in the case of not getting any resources at all or getting very little, but other than that, there's no, it's never going to run out. It's never going to stop producing. No assembler is going to stop producing because another assembler is using too much. You know what I'm saying? It will always be, all these assemblers will keep running indefinitely as long as there are resources on the belt, as long as resources keep being input on the belt. It's just the rate at which they're produced will vary depending on how much resources they're getting, of course. The only way I can control that, of course, is to add more furnaces or to add more belts. So that's, you know, but I at least am not running into the problem to where all of these aren't getting iron just because this guy over here is hogging all of it. That takes care of that problem. So that is why I use splitters. Because at some point, even this guy down here is going to get the iron that he needs at some point to make one. And a lot of times that's enough. And when you're gone for long periods of time, you know, then that actually is much more important than making sure it's running optimally all the time. So I don't care so much that they're making stuff all the time as long as they don't stop completely. What I hate happening and what I am doing this to avoid is those times where I will go, like say I'll go kill bug bases, right? And I'll forget about my factory. Well, little do I know, because I didn't set it up this way, the pipe stopped working, or all of these everything up till this point stops working because this thing's hogging it all. I don't see that, and this has happened to me before in games. And so I'll spend an hour out in bug bases just to come back and having wasted a full hour not getting any of these resources. That's a massive L, dude. And so that's why I do things this way adamantly, because that completely bypasses that issue for the most part, as long as it is getting resources. Now, if I leave and go kill bug bases and my iron is low, or my iron gets destroyed or stopped, or the flow of iron stops for whatever reason, then that will happen regardless. That's a separate issue, though. You know, that can't be helped, but I can at least do this to keep that from happening. So no assembler will take too many resources. All of these machines will keep running while I'm away, regardless, as long as they're getting the iron that they need. So, all right. Anyway, that's why I do that. Let's go look at stone. Pick this up. Do I need any stone bricks? No, but I probably will need it soon for steel furnaces. Oh, that's right. I'm not ready to leave here yet. I need to make... So I made the pipes. That's good. So now... I actually think I'm gonna make a couple more gear factories, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that does take a lot of gears. That also takes a lot of gears. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. That takes gears also. I want to get that in there. Yeah, so we are going to do a couple. And in this, I still need to do this. I forgot about this. Oh, son of a bitch, I forgot about this. You know what? I'm gonna have to well, I should never move that. I should just switch what it does. So we're actually going to have this be labs. And we're going to continue the belts here. Right, that's right. We gotta have a splitter here. Yeah, so we're gonna feed this belt, and we're gonna have labs on tap. That's gonna be nice. Probably, I don't think we need more. You know what? We can get a whole line because we'll need a lot of labs in the end. Hey, Medusa, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Okay, I got. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, that's cool. I like being validated. So I made a comment. So I'm a Warhammer 40k fan. I was in this discussion. One of my favorite 40k lore tubers. He posted about the rivalry between Dorn and Perturabo, and I basically stated that I basically left a comment saying that I think between Perturabo and Rogel Dorn, I think Rogel Dorn is the better fighter, but I think Perturabo is the better strategist. And I mean, those are hard facts for both sides. Obviously, I think that statement would make both the Iron Warriors and the Imperial Fists out there hate me. But you know, it's not wrong. I mean, there's a lot of facts to back that up. I mean, and I think Rogel Dorn, and I also made the point that Rogel Dorn is possibly the best loyalist fighter next to the Lion. You know, second only to the Lion, I think. I don't even think. Now, you could argue that Sanguinius or Russ might be better than Rogel Dorn, but I would say Rogel Dorn has a slight edge. So, and what I said was, the reason I said that, I love Sanguinius, don't get me wrong, but he did struggle against Angron, and he did take a mortal wound. Angron technically did kill him in the end, because that really messed with him. I mean, I think the fight between Horus would have came out with him dying either way. So you can't really say that the mortal wound really affected the outcome of his battle with Horus in the end, but it definitely was there, and it was messing with him. It was making him weaker. So, and it definitely didn't help, and it was killing him. So that, you know, the end and the death clearly stated that. And so I'm going off of new lore here as well. And whereas, so Angron fucked up Sanguinius pretty bad, but the Lion beat Angron, a 10,000 year experienced veteran demon Primarch Angron, who has had 10,000 years to hone his craft and rampage across the galaxy, which he has done many times, obviously. And you know, 10,000 years experienced, seasoned Angron versus Horus Heresy Angron, who almost killed Sanguinius and arguably did somewhat, or would have, versus an old lion. The lion killed him as an old man, and he didn't even take any real wounds. He just broke a sweat and was out of breath after he killed Angron. I mean, shit, man. All right, so you're asking if you can be a moderator. This is not the place to ask that question. Go on my Discord, and then we'll talk there. How's that sound? I would love to consider that, absolutely. But yeah, get on my Discord, send me a DM. Can you do that? Because I am interested, don't get me wrong. But yeah, this is kind of on the spot for me, you know. We'll need to talk and discuss things. Because I don't, as of right now, I don't have a moderator. but yeah, obviously, I'm getting to that point to where I probably am going to need some soon. If it comes to that, because there has been a couple things that have happened that yeah, I definitely. I mean, it's no secret. I'm getting to 5,000, and it doesn't show any signs of. I mean, it's slowed down a little bit, but it's not showing any signs of reverting or losing subscribers. So, the more popular I get, yeah, the more problems I'm going to have because of that. The more help I'm going to need. I mean, that's a fact, right? So yeah, absolutely, I'm open to that. But yeah, that's something that needs to be talked about in private. Not over stream chat. I hope I didn't offend you with that, man. Wasn't my intention. Yeah, but and thanks for asking regardless. I hope I see you on Discord so we can continue this there. But back to what I was saying with Angron and the Lion. The Lion beat Angron, who almost killed Sanguinius when he was inexperienced as an old man. And all he did was break a sweat and be out of breath. I might need to read Arcs of Omen again or listen to it again. But from what I remember, the Lion basically did not take a lot of damage killing Angron. He just got knocked around a little bit, but every Primarch gets knocked around. No, he didn't really take any L's beating Angron. It was not, honestly, I don't even think, honestly, I think it was harder for him to kill Comrade Kurz. Or he didn't technically kill Comrade Kurz. I'll get to him in a second. But I think it was harder for him to fight Comrade Kurz than it was for him to fight Angron, it seemed. So I'm just talking about the way the lore portrays all these fights and stuff. That's what I saw. I mean, so the Lion killed him as an old man, and you know, an old man who hadn't fought for 10,000 years, who had been asleep for 10,000 years, and he just bodied Angron. Like, he just made him his bitch, man. Like, he just humiliated him. You know, in the end, and all he did was break a sweat and be out of breath, pretty much. He didn't take any real bad wounds or anything, no permanent damage. You know, just shrugged it off like it was nothing. And then, not to mention, Comrade Kurz. So let's talk about Lehman Russ. Those that hear this, they might go, "Oh, well, what about Lehman Russ?" Well, let's talk about Lehman Russ. Lehman Russ was afraid to fight Comrade Kurz. Yeah, he was. Well, he, at the very least... Now, maybe I'm projecting when I say the word fear. Maybe that's not the right word. You could argue that, but I think it's fear. And also, he openly admitted that he did not think he could beat Comrade Kurz in combat. Plus, obviously, the Lion knocked him out. Now, I'm not going to give the Lion too many points for that one, right? That was kind of a special situation, true, but he still did it. And on top of that, he put the same Primarch in chains, which arguably I think would be harder to do to arrest a Primarch than it is to kill them outright. And he put Comrade Kurz in chains, the same Primarch that Lehman said he couldn't beat. So, yeah, man, I think the Lion, really, there's only one Primarch that would have beaten him in the Heresy, and that's Elevated Horus. Now, you can say, well, what about Luther? Well, Luther was elevated too. That's the other thing I left. So, yeah, you could you could make some arguments about Luther. Yeah, that is a little bit of a hole there. You know, why did a mortal like Luther, why was he able to best the Lion when the Lion has such a great Primarch record? Like, honestly, I really do think he has the best record out of all of them. Like, him versus other Primarchs, I don't think there's a better record. Because Fulgrim got nobody... Well, okay. So, technically, well, yeah. Comrade Kurz did beat the Lion once, I think. So, I guess you could say in some ways they're tied, but in the end, the lion won. The lion put him in chains. So I think overall, you kind of can't count Comrade's first win, because the ending is what matters. And in the end, the lion beat him. So that was basically it. So I think he's got the best Primarch v Primarch record. Luther, I think. Now, what I have to say about Luther, and then I'll get back to Factorio. Actually, you know what? Sorry, this warrants the talking shit. Sorry, I should have put that up sooner. I apologize, guys. So about Luther. Okay, Luther was his father figure. Luther was his brother and his best friend. That's gotta fuck with any guy, even a Primarch, man. You know, because they're still men. I think that would fuck with anybody. And then you combine that with the Chaos Elevation, which is the same thing. They gave him the same stuff that they gave Horus. So I actually don't think that was a fair fight either. I don't really think that was a fair fight. Because I think the lion was fighting grief more than he was actually fighting his own skill with Luther. I don't think it was a skill issue. I think that was a grief issue. I think that was an emotional issue with the lion. I mean, the lore even said that he was absolutely dismayed and, like, you know, filled with sorrow when he saw Luther, right? I think I might have that wrong. I have to check again. But anyway, okay, enough Warhammer 40k. Let's get back to Factorio. Sorry about that, guys. Took a little slight detour there. All right. So we made labs. Are the labs running? Wow. That filled up already. Damn. Oh, I forgot about the output. Oops. Okay. There we go. All right. So we got to put a... I guess this is a case of, like, take care of it now versus take care of it later, you know? We're doing this now because we will have to do it eventually, and we're here, so... I think we are ready to make an actual real lab, also, now that we've got this going on. So, the next thing we need to make, so we made labs, made the belts, so gun turrets. We need to make that. Oh, that's right. I was gonna make gears next. So we do need to make more gears. How are we gonna do this? So I think I'll make about 3. You know what? I will make 2. And I will leave 3 spaces in case I need more. So we are hitting the hour mark. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break, guys. Let's go ahead and put this up here. I know I just got done talking shit. Yeah, I'll accept your friend request for sure. About your friend request, guys, I want to let you guys know. And you're the same name, right? Let me make sure. Let me look for you. I'll check this real quick. Oh, come on now. What's going on? Why are you... Okay. Oh, okay. Pending. Ah, same name. Good. So, about friend requests, I'm just going to remind everyone, not that I'm going to be able to reach everyone, but hell, I might make a post about this. If you send me a friend request on Discord and you do not tell me who you are, or I do not already know who you are, and it's not obvious, I will reject your friend request. Okay? Nothing personal. But I will do it. I have no shame. I get a lot of scammers, guys. Get a lot of scammers. It's sad. It's stupid. This is why we can't, again, going back to why we can't have nice things, right? But yeah, so in fact, I have the same policy on my phone. If I get a message from anyone and they don't tell me who they are, I will ignore them, or I will block them, or just, you know, I won't go along with it. So, I mean, that's kind of like common sense, right? But I'm just letting you guys know. So if you really want to talk to me, make sure you let me know that, hey, I'm a fan. Just tell me a little bit about yourself or whatever. Just say, hey, man, I saw one of your videos. I really liked it or whatever, right? But don't just send me a friend request out of nowhere and don't let me know what's going on. Especially if I've never met you before. Yeah, I'm just going to reject it. So, yeah, anyway. Just thought I'd put that out there. It's break time. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer. And I will... And yeah, Medusa, we'll definitely catch up after the stream. I'll see about reaching out to you as soon as I can. Alright, I'm back. Alright, Medusa, I'll talk to you later then. Have a good one. Alright, so let's get back to it. And I think I'm going to go for another hour, and then after that, I think I'm going to call it a stream because I'm kind of tired. I do want to get a couple hours of sleep. Let's see. So, oh, there we go. There we go, perfect. Worked really good there, and okay. So we're gonna go like this. And now we'll make gun turrets. Wow, do I need to go like this? There we go. Okay, we'll just... I think we'll make 2 stacks of them. Oh, we can put... Well, I think we're going to have to make a separate factory for red packs and green packs. I think... In fact, you know what? I actually do think I am just going to go ahead and put red and green packs at the other factory. I think. Well... Let me think about this for a second. Nah, I think I do need to... Because I need to make room for expansion. Yeah, I need to make room to expand. Yeah. So I think I will do that. So... So next we're going to have pumps. Okay. Oh, I kind of goofed on that. That's alright, whatever. Not a big deal. I'll make a pump next to that. Also, come on, bitch. Don't be like that. Alright, well, we'll do this. There. That'll work. I do need to set a turret here. Let's see, let's go... Yeah, right here is good. Actually, this is actually good right here. I guess I'll make a little U-turn here. Actually, I can make this neater. Check this out. F you, dude. Oh, come on, you butthole. Ah. What about this? Ah, there we go. I cheesed it. There we go. Good stuff. Okay. So we got that going on. Oh, that's annoying. We're gonna have to do things a little differently. Okay. So it is gonna have to be all effed up because of the fact that... No, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay. No, that is not going to work. Why did I double up those? That's weird. Alright, so we'll just do this. And that's our steam engines, and so I think the last thing we're going to have here is going to be boilers. But the problem with boilers is they're going to require this. This is annoying. But I think I can manage. Maybe we can... Can we wizard this shit? I think we can. We're gonna have to move this power line. Easily done. Wow, this has got some real lame stuff in it. Okay, so check this out. Yeah, we'll do that. Go like this, and we'll do this. Come on, man. Okay, where's copy? Yep, we're gonna have to change it to that. There we go. We don't even need this here, so we can just skip that. Okay. That pretty much takes care of that issue. Alright. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think we're done with the basic stuff. I think we're done with the basic the basic crafting. I mean, we can make lamps. Oh, lamps, and we also need to make repair kits also. So, yeah, repair kits and lamps. And I think we're pretty much good after that. Oh, this needs copper wires? Ugh. Yuck. Alright, well. Sorry, we can do that. We do want a little bit of repair kits. There we go. So this is pretty much... Yeah, we're pretty much good here. We basically have what we need. I need one stack. Look at that. All nice and lit up. Actually, I'm kind of addicted to these lights now. Oh, they're off because it's daylight. That's right. Okay. I wonder how much electricity the light uses. We need to grab these, pick these up. These are great. Yeah, we're pretty much done with the first tier of our factory, or the basic starter factory. This kind of isn't a starter factory. I mean, I think I am going to use this the rest of the game. Why not? I mean, it's pretty much doing what it... I mean, there's no reason for me to expand this at all, or to need to do this again. If anything, I'll just create it. I'll do another one. I'll add more to the other factory. But I'll just, unless I want to centralize everything, put all... But see, what I will do eventually, when I get buffer chests, I'm going to concentrate my mall into buffer chests, and that will be my mall. The buffer chest will be my mall. That's what, that's how I'll be getting that, eventually. But for right now, this will be our mall. It'll be 2 parts. It'll be this one, and, you know, for the basic stuff, and then the other one for the more complex stuff. Now, I could possibly make, you know what, I think part of me wants to put plates to have a chest with gears in it, a chest with wires and electronic circuits. I actually think I'm going to do that. I know that if I don't, I'll regret it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, actually. It's really not going to cost me that much. Just a little bit of real estate. That's all. So this one. Alright, yeah, so it's evenly divided. So remember this, guys. When it comes to these assemblers, or chests, or anything, inserters will become splitters if you have 2 inserters taking out of the same thing. It will take turns giving the resources to each splitter. So yeah, that splitter will take half, and this will take half. So, alright, this one needs a power line. There we go. Let's throw up a light here, and there, and then, okay, so we have, okay, so gear factory, in case I need to make any shit by hand. That's pretty much it right there. That is, I think that's complete. I don't think need to do anything else. All right. So let's check the resources. The resources are solid, man. This is a solid ass build. I really do not. Yeah, I think this is it. We can focus the rest of our iron on other shit. In fact, we could tear this down easily. Other than tearing this down and moving that, this is pretty much the way I want it to be for the rest of the game, I think. That's what I foresee. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start another furnace line here. We've already started one. But actually, I want to do something different with this one, okay? Alright, that is the size of our that's the size of the furnace, or that, yeah, that's okay. So I don't think they need space in between because we'll have big electric poles. Yes, and we won't need. Yep, okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2. So that's 6. Space there, and then so that's 12. So we're gonna have 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Why am I doing things this way? Why am I doing this different? So this is gonna be allowed to be upgraded into a electric furnace setup. Now I could have done the same thing over here. I probably should have, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead. Plus, this is gonna be here until the end of the game, so or until I dismantle it, so, or until this iron patch is gone, and then I'll tear it up. But other than that, yeah. But this one, we're gonna upgrade this eventually. We will definitely upgrade this or tear it down. But so, and at first we are gonna have let's see, so and then we can put beacons on the side here, so that'll be good. Put beacons on the side. 1, 2, 3, and then the beacons will be for, yeah. Now that'll be where this is going to be where our coal goes, and this will be our other line. Okay, we're going to put a furnace here, and then that's going to be a line here. I think we'll have a second line there. Well, we need to. Hold on, let me think about this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Am I fucking up this math? I think I'm fucking up this math. Yeah, I'm fucking up this math. Okay, so that's fine, but this needs to get redone. This whole thing needs to get redone. Okay, so, and then, because that's the size of the furnace. Okay, so that's the size of the furnace, and then so you have the output, Well, that's the first line. So okay. Okay, so you have the output, you have the coal, and then you've got the beacons, and then you have the coal line for the second furnace, the ore itself, and then you have I think I'm gonna have to scoot this down. I'm probably gonna have to scoot this down, most likely. You know what? Let's start it here. Because this is going to be annoying. Getting through this is going to be annoying, possibly. Yeah, so this is the furnace. This is the... So that's the inserter. That's the inserter. That is the... yeah, that's the furnace. That's the inserter. This is the belt. These are the beacons, or this is the beacon. This is the input. Yeah, this is the input. This is the inserter. Then you have... yeah, it's gonna have to be here. Okay. Then you have the furnace. Yeah, the furnace here. Space there, and like that. And then you've got this, got that, and then that's, yep, that's basically... Sorry about the noise. Yeah, and then we got this here. And then, yeah, we also have this here as well. Get that out of the way. So I think that's it. These are the coal lines. I mean, we might as well do this, since it's here. And that's basically our steel setup. Though I need to change these to yellow inserters. Yeah, I think that's good. I really do. I think that's good. That should work. So to recap, we have the beacons, we have the input line, we have the inserters, we have the electric furnace, we have the inserter, and we have the beacon. Now that's an issue. Looks like I'm one off here. Son of a bitch. Or am I? No, I'm not. Okay. So, furnace, inserter, input, or output, beacon, input, inserters, furnace, okay. Furnace, output, beacon, output to steel furnace, inserter, output. I think that's good. I think we're good. Alright, so let's go with that. So we are going to come down here with, yeah. We'll just snip this. But I do need to go back down and get... Yeah, I do need to go get more furnaces. The funny thing is I'm about to get steel furnaces anyway, but, you know, I'm not there yet. Just shy of being there. Can't be helped, so... Yeah, right over here. Okay, of course. The chest is not full. Is that chest not full yet? You're being dumb. Did I do something dumb? No, I didn't do anything dumb. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna grab some of these steam engines. Yeah. Yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, more power. Okay, we have more than enough furnaces. I probably should throw some of those back, for sure. We'll just go ahead and do that, maybe. We'll throw a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, that works. Okay, so... Actually, we are going to need that much, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. By the way, we got about 4 minutes left before I crash and hit the sack. Hopefully this is enough to cover it. Yeah, I think that worked. That's kind of annoying. I guess I'll just have to do this manually myself. One, two, three, and then 1, 2, 3. That'll be the cutoff point. That'll be where the output gets double belted. Okay. Yeah, the hardest part in the beginning is when you don't have any robots to make all these blueprints for you. It makes it 10 times harder. Might actually run out of inserters after this. Any of these have no power. I don't see flashing yellow symbols anywhere. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. I really appreciate you guys' time. Go ahead and save that shit. All right. You guys have a good one. Thanks for coming out. This is a good stream. A little bit more quiet. I was a little bit more tired today than I was yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a good nap in. Hopefully I don't sleep too long. I may stream later, so be open for that. Look for that, but don't expect it. But it might happen. So just be on the lookout. You know, and do the things that YouTubers have been telling you for years, obviously. Enough said. Don't really need to say it, right? Do I need to say it? But, yeah, leave a comment if you disagree with what I say, if you agree with what I say, if you like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm doing. You know, keep it civil, terms of service. Other than that, you know, I really don't care. You know, I welcome all comments. I enjoy the engagement. Thank you for your view and your watch time. And, you know, I'll see you again. And if you want to invest in my channel, you know, there is a join button. It exists. You can be a member. I have a backlog until I think the 18th, maybe. I gotta check the date. I might make some shorts. I might make a batch of shorts and maybe even a video between now and then, but I can't promise anything. Like I said, you guys know I'm about to go on vacation again. Yes. For those of you that don't know, again, I'm going on vacation to America on the 14th. So don't expect me to be on, but I might be on. So I just really don't know what's going to happen, guys. Like I said, you're just going to have to allow me to possibly go dark if I need to. I don't think I will. My goal is not to. My goal isn't to go dark, but I may have to. It just depends on what happens. You know, I may go there and be doing a lot more and not have any time for video games at all, or streaming, or my content. You know, I might just be 100% busy with other stuff. You know, this will be my time to do that. But for sure, no matter what, by August 1st, mostly things should be back to normal. Either August or September. At the very least, September 1st, it should be business as usual. That's what I project. But like I said, I have no idea what's going to happen. But I will do my best to keep you guys posted. Literally, I will send a post here and there. I'll even send you guys shorts of, you know, my experiences in America. Maybe comparing them. I don't know. Without getting too political or anything, right? Though that's going to be pretty hard to do, so I may not even do it at all. You know, but I'm definitely may take some shorts, you know, some on the fly Philippine shorts. Might see some of that from me. I thought about making a couple recently, one about the heat and then the other about some other things, but you know what, it's not really what my channel is about. But then again, like I said, I had to surrender the I had to surrender what you guys think of me. Basically, is what I had to do. These past few days, I realized that. I just had to surrender caring about what you guys and other people think of me, and just do my best work. You know, whatever that is, whatever I want to do. You know, and be good at it. You know, there's kind of an old saying like, if you can't be good at it. I mean, it is along those lines, but I obviously I want to be good, but like, if at the very least, you know, I want to be good, but whatever I'm doing, I want to do my best at it. I'd rather do something that isn't as good as another thing I could do that I'm really good at it, than do something I don't want to do that's maybe better. I don't know. I don't know where the hell I'm going with this. All right, I'm done talking, guys. I'm gonna go to bed, get some sleep. You guys have a good night. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.